One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Hillman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Shoot, quick toss to the right. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride Davis here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Caught over the middle. It's Glass. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Tulane right back to the line.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Greenway.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see...
Pulls it in on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Tulane. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll run play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Caught behind the line. It's Toner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback. Like last week, it wasn't his greatest outing. Let's put it this way. It wasn't real good at all. He's already surpassed his passing output in this game. So he's completely flipped the script. Nice bounce back already to start this game, too.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to Davis. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gordon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
And
the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. That's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the first down there. You're the quarterback. You're the coach. You're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Owls!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Glass.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the sticks. It's Glass. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Time to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Looking to throw. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got his man quickly. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half.
He's taking the shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to put it away and get this second half underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that run. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Owls want to move quickly. Wants to throw on third. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll ride Davis here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Right back to the well. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gordon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Nice move to pick up yardage. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic races to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And he's got it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Let's see what they do on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The green wave in a world of hurt on third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
He might want another play. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tulane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over USC. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Looking to throw on first down. Brings it in down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down.
Let's go! Gorilla!
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Racing down the left side. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Green Wave. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're dealing with a second and long. He's taking a deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play to pad the stats. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Was he steak with it? 2.